Hello guys, and welcome back to another PS Vita video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a program called Adrenaline. Adrenaline, you may have heard, is a PSP emulator, or I don't know if you really call it emulator, but it allows you to run PSP software on your Vita, kind of putting into like a kind of a PSP mode. And so we're going to need a couple files. I'm not going to go through the whole FileZilla thing. If you haven't, be sure to check out one of my previous videos on the PS Vita. But we're going to have to send a VPK to our Vita. I will include a link in the description for that. And so from there, once you get that VPK on your... No, we don't need to do that right now. Actually, I will in a minute. We're going to navigate to UX0, to our folder where we have been sending all of our VPKs and Adrenaline. I've already installed this, so the usual yes to install and yes to allow extended permissions. So from there, we're done with this. Now that I'm connected here, let's go on down here and you'll see the bubble right here, Adrenaline. We're going to go ahead and launch that. Go ahead and start. Now what we'll notice here, in real small fine print, it says the 6.61 firmware has not been installed yet, and 661.pbp does not exist. Press X to download the PSP 6.61 firmware. So we're going to hit X. That's downloading. Depending on your internet connection will determine how quickly it downloads. Of course, the Wi-Fi on the PS Vita isn't super quick, so we're kind of stuck with its current speed there. So, alright, here we are. We're at 100% there. So I guess it's done. So go ahead and we'll relaunch that. And Adrenaline. If you press and hold the PlayStation button when you play PlayStation format software, a quick menu appears. You can change settings. Okay. Okay, X to install to your memory card. X. Creating directories. That's good. I'm glad it's creating directories. Now, those of you following along, I've never done this before, so you are seeing it all for the first time that I'm seeing it. Dang. Didn't realize there was so much stuff. Alright, firmware has been installed successfully. Press X to boot to the PSP XMB. And the familiar sounds of the PSP loading up, and the initial setup. Let's go English. -6. Correct. Nickname. Sure. Whatever. We'll call it Laramus. Alright. There we are. Enter. Wow, that's actually really neat. There's only 78 gigs. That's interesting. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to want to do, I'm going to go ahead and send a game over. I'm going, how do you exit? Oh, you press and hold the PlayStation button. settings. Enter standby mode. Open official settings. Exit PSP EMU application. Oh, there we go. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and launch my FTP program using Vita shell. Get my FTP program loaded up here on the computer. I'll go over here to computer right quick. Alright. Start FTP mode. And we're on quick connect here. Oops. 21168. There we go. Okay, let's see where it made all of our files here. Okay, UX0. App, maybe? What's this? Okay. Okay, here it is. So the PSP EMU folder, PSP game, is where we're going to put our ISOs. And this, I'm going to go ahead and send Activision Hits Remixed over. And we're going to show that that's working. Now, this current version will load twice. Or you have to load it twice in order to get it to work properly. If you go to reboot, we're going to add a setting in our config text so that we can avoid that. So they'll kind of load it up in the background, so you won't have to reload it every time you launch it. So let's go ahead and let this finish copying over, and we'll switch back to the Vita. Alright, now that we're done copying that over, we're going to go back to the Vita, and we're going to add those that line in our config file here. Okay, so go out of here, and we're going to go to the URO. Oops. Hang it. There we go. One of the reasons why I like to use the URO is because it's the system, so it's never going to change location. It just seems easier that way. Okay, so config, and once again underneath kernel, push the right arrow, and we're going to edit this line, and we're going to add UX0 case. Make sure this is lowercase. I don't know if it makes a difference, but there's an answer. So UX0 app /PSPEMUCFW /SCE_module MODULE /adrenaline_kernel. Spelled kernel wrong. Kernel.skprx. Now that you've added that line, okay, just a slight correction to what I was stating before. It's been a while since I've done anything on the PSP scene, but for your ISOs and your CSOs to work, they need to go in a different directory. On your memory card, let me exit out of here so I can show you. Let's go and exit here, and we're going to go ahead and load up Vita shell. Okay, in Vita shell, depending on what memory card you're using, in this case I think I'm going to use my old Sony memory card, which has been now, because of the SD to Vita adapter, is now UMA0. So let's go ahead and, so here's the root of UMA0. Now it's already created a PSP EMU folder. In there, we'll have the original PSP folder, then the game folder, so on and so forth. There's a system folder here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so at the root of the PSP EMU, it's like the root of a memory card in PSP. You'll need to create a directory called ISO. You'll put your ISOs and your CSOs in that folder. Your other e-boots and everything else will go in the PSP game folder. That's the mistake I made, and I apologize for that. So here, I went ahead. I thought the name of the file was messing with it, but this is Activision Remix or whatever. So it's in the PSP EMU /ISO /folder. So now that's done. Let's go ahead and go back. We'll relaunch Adrenaline. Do-do-do-do. No. Do-do-do-do. Okay, so now it should show up on our memory card. Boom, Activision hits. And it should launch just like any other old school PSP title. Ta-da! Too cool. So now for those of you who have the Vita and had a PSP, now it's like a 2-in-1. Take them all with you with just one system. Too cool. So, thanks you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. I apologize that all the confusion. So, I'm leaving all that confusion and stuff in these videos because I am doing these, as I'm recording these, I'm doing these for the very first time. So my mistakes will hopefully help you to prevent your mistakes. So like I said, so thanks for watching. Like, comment. If you haven't already, be sure to get subscribed and keep coming back for more PSP videos. I have a PS Vita store video coming up, so you won't want to miss that. So stay tuned and come back for more of my gaming videos, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Peace.